We have an email from Rowan who says, "Hello, Mother Miriam. I'm currently studying Catholicism, and I find that with regards to theology and past teachings, that the Church is indeed the truth." Yeah, absolutely right, Rowan. The major issue I'm having now, though, is with the changes that occurred after Vatican II, which seem to almost betray or change the ancient faith. I'm going to interrupt your email just to simply say, your word "seemed" is correct. They seemed to almost betray or change the ancient faith. Seemed is correct, but not a thing has been changed. Truth is eternal. Jesus Christ is the truth. As Bishop Strickland often says, truth incarnate. Truth is truth. It always was. It always will be. It cannot change, or it's not truth. And so anything that seems to change after Vatican II is a lie. It's a smokescreen. It's not truth. It cannot change. The application to truth can change, how we apply it today versus how we may have applied it in the past. But if the application changes the issue of the essence of truth, it's false. So Rowan says, my question is, why should some people who see these issues that came up after Vatican II still become Catholic instead of more traditional churches, such as Oriental or Eastern Orthodox? To begin with, there's nothing more traditional than the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church that our Lord founded. You will not find anything more traditional than that. There is nothing older. There's nothing more traditional. If the Eastern Church does not come under the Pope, then they are separated from the true faith. There are Eastern churches that are Catholic, Byzantine and Maronite and others. There's 23 Catholic rites, R-I-T-E-S. They're all under the Pope. But if it's part of the split of 1054 and they've come away from the Pope, away from the chair of Peter, they're no longer Catholic. They're no longer Orthodox. So you have left Peter, just like Judas did, if you leave Rome. And the thing is, they should become people who see these issues that came up after Vatican II. The reason they should still become Catholic, because it is the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church. It is the church which Pope Paul VI say was the smoke of Satan has entered, because it is the church. And since the Garden of Eden, Satan, the enemy of God, has tried to, and has been somewhat successful, in bringing his diabolical smoke and teachings and errors into God's people. He tried to kill the people of Israel because he knew that through them the Messiah would come. And he's tried ever since to distort the Catholic Church. His method is to divide from within. No one's ever been able to distort the Catholic Church from without. No one can touch it. And he knows that. And so he comes in between, like he does with the family, which is God's institution to build his kingdom. He destroys from within by division. That's his number one plot, to destroy the family and to destroy the church from within. And so you don't have to believe one single thing that came out of Vatican II if it is not in the Council of Trent. Vatican II was a pastoral council. It was not doctrinal. Trent was a completely doctrinal council that was written put together after the devastation of the Reformation of Martin Luther, excuse me. And so if anything that comes after Vatican II distorts or negates anything from the Council of Trent, simply count it as false, and you'll enter the Catholic Church under our Lord's words that he's led the church through the disciples and their descendants, their successors. He is leading his church into truth for all time. The gates of hell will not prevail against it. And so, should you not believe our current catechism? No. Go ahead and read the current catechism. That's it. For the most part, it's fine. But it's pastoral. And it falls short of a few things doctrinally, And it also falls short of the more solid definitions of the Council of Trent. So I would say, if I'm going to recommend a catechism to you, Rowan, get what's called the Catechism Explained. It's a commentary. It is the Council of Trent. Its commentary is by Reverend Sparago. And if you get the newest version, it incorporates within it those things that have become truly part of the faith and are in the newer catechism since Trent, such as the dogma of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin, which Pope Pius XII promulgated as binding on the faithful in 1950. The Council of Trent was written in the 1600s, so it could not incorporate that. And the latest version of the Catechism Explained, commentary by Reverend Sparago, includes such things that Trent was not able to include because they came after. There's not very much, but it includes them. So if you get the newer version, the previous version is perfect, but if you get the newest version, which we have here, you'll have everything incorporated, and you will become Catholic, Rowan, because you believe the truths of the Catholic faith, not the distortions of a Vatican Council that incorporated Protestants and New Age people and everybody else, and lay people. When Archbishop Lefebvre who began the Society of St. Pius X, when he was criticized for going against the Conciliar Church, so named because it was the Council of Vatican, the Church of the Council of Vatican II, Conciliar Church, he said, I am not a priest of the Conciliar Church. I'm a priest of the Catholic Church. And I think that's the stand we have to take. Not wholesale rejection of all that Vatican II taught, but rejection of what is not part of the one holy Catholic Church, a doctrine that cannot change. Rowan, I hope that helps you.